is up, everyone? Welcome back to Tech Blizzard. I'm Ben, and today I will be talking about the rumored Apple glasses and the history of their development, set to release around 2022 to 2023. Since the release of the iPhone 2G, Apple wanted glass in their phones because it created this premium feel and an experience like no other material. It was so much more of a high quality material compared to plastic on the feel of how you touch the display. Now, the way we've interfaced with technology has changed drastically from desktops to phones, and the next step being in VR/AR. Apple, along with almost every other tech company, is aware of this. And knowing this, Apple 13 years ago set forth on a journey that is almost complete: the Apple glasses, an AR/VR headset. There's been rumors everywhere over the last 13 years about this device, from a full VR headset like the Oculus to a augmented like Google Glass. It's going to be interesting to see what the real product looks like, but as you guys can see from images on screen, you'll see throughout the video, I'll show you guys the patents and the possible designs they could be going for. Now, the first sign of interest Apple had in VR goes back to 2008, a year after the first iPhone, with a patent for a simple VR headset. Later that year, they created another patent with a clear lens and a laser display. So the first patent was more of a simple headset like they had, and the second patent was really substantial as it was the first kind of transparent display they had on a patent. In 2010 and 2012, we saw patents for a 3D interface system and Maps AR overlay. And now we see this tech in iOS. It's so crazy to think that they were building this and they had patents for this all the way back in 2010 and 12. It's pretty crazy. Now, we fast forward a bit, there were some patents in between 2010 and what I'm about to talk about, but they weren't super major. But in July 2020, a patent application was made to use infrared to detect touches on surfaces. Now that, honestly, is such a good idea, because obviously we're humans, we generate heat. I think that's so cool. It's such a creative thing. I have not seen another VR company do this, and I haven't read anything recently about it. So this would be awesome to see how well this works. Now, something very substantial that happened in May 2020, Apple bought NextVR for $100 million. This is proof that they are truly invested in VR, and they will develop a headset, because why else would they buy them? There's a high chance it is for VR and to develop their 3D and AR applications. Apple said AR and VR have enormous potential back in 2020, and they've pretty much said this since 2008, because 13 years is a long time to work on a product. So it's going to be awesome to see how they bring their headset to market. Now, early rumors back in between 2008 and 2018 showed the headset being around $500, $400 to like $600, so around that price range. However, a recent rumor, which is why this video is being made, because this rumor is just absurd, a recent rumor with these specs shows the new headset coming in around $3,000. That is a significant amount more than the $500 predicted before. And it's going to be interesting to see how people react to this. What I think Apple's strategy is going to be is similar to what Tesla did when they entered the car market. Release a super premium device, like a super premium car device, and then you have a couple people buy it, like the super rich and enthusiast. They buy it, And then eventually, after you sell enough, you can make a cheaper model, and then a cheaper model, and eventually you'll have a mass market model. Very similar to what we're seeing with foldable phones, and like I said, Tesla. As they were very expensive, new tech is always really expensive, but it's awesome that in a couple years you can get it for half the price, if not less. Alright, on the specs of this $3,000 headset, we could be seeing over a dozen cameras, LiDAR sensors, and the craziest part, dual 8K displays. This would be the highest resolution production headset at the time if it launches on track. It would have eye tracking, and powered by a next-gen Apple Silicon rumored to be more powerful than the M1 we saw in the MacBooks. This is going to be crazy. If this all sits on your head, it's going to be amazing to see how well this works. And knowing Apple, they do things to as much perfection as they can, even if they're going to charge an extra 100% compared to the competition. They will do things. They don't half do things. They make pretty good quality products. Now, Apple is still experimenting with interface devices, like from their previous patent, as they could touch any surface with the heat, or they could do physical controllers, they could do hand tracking, they could do gloves. I think gloves are honestly the best due to the fact on how accurate they can be. And by 2022, we should be seeing an increase in the accuracy of the gloves system. And moving on from this is a pretty insane headset. Like, with dual 8K displays, going to be seeing 120 hertz displays, if not more, because of VR and how you need a high refresh rate to make it look realistic. But moving on from Apple Glass, I don't see this as the far future. I see VR and AR being a kind of short-term future. Within the next 10, 20 years, it's going to be pretty perfected. But after that 20-year point, I see possibly a future without physical phones, tablets, watches, laptops, headphones, or even VR headsets. The future lies in brain interface devices like Neuralink, as why would you waste time pulling out your phone to play a game or look up a fact when you can just think of it? A true total brain interface would allow for an experience like no other. Your reality could be whatever you desire, as you would have all of human knowledge on the cloud and total artificial control of your emotions and senses. This is sounding a lot like The Matrix, and we still have a while till we come close to developing a total brain interface. But for now, VR and AR are the next step in computing future. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more of this content, and leave a comment and let me know if you enjoy this style of video, or do you want to see me on camera more. Just let me know, or if you have any suggestions for future. Thank you again for watching. Peace.